Hello everyone, welcome back again to Selfcad channel with Selfcad 3D modeling basic tutorial. Today I will create a simple 3D brush. First I will insert the cube object in here, and then I will change into top view. You can change into orthographic projection, and then I will insert again cylinder objects at this point. Next we insert again the last cylinder object at this point. Okay, you can zoom in. And then I will move this cylinder object to the bottom here, and you can move to the left this cylinder object in right axis, and move again to the bottom here. Okay, I will click at this cylinder objects, and then I will move to the top, this point. Sorry, we can change into top view and select this cylinder objects, use move tools and move to this point. Now I will select these three objects, and then you can click split and scoop. I will use this union command to combine these all objects. You can click OK to apply. I will orbit these 3D models, and next we can use scale command to scale these objects. I will scale from this point to the top here, then move again to this point. And next I will change into top view. We can create again new cylinder objects. I will click in here and drop and drag into this point. In here I will change scale for this cylinder object. Okay, you can click scale, and I will move in right axis to this point. Okay, I will move these objects to the bottom. And then change again to the top view. We can move these cylinder objects into this point, and move to the top a bit, in blue axis. We can use mirror tools to mirror these cylinder objects. You can click utilities and click mirror, and I will use create copy. Use font option, and you can click OK to apply. Now we can move this copy objects. You can click move tools. In blue axis I will move into this point. And the last we can use a subtract command. You can select these three objects. I will click split and scoop, and you can use this driven option. In here I will use this mesh tools. You can select this mesh objects and click in here. You can click OK to apply. Now we already create this simple 3D models, and I will use a polygon option. You can click in here. Next I will select after this face. You can use a scale command to scale this face. You can click here to scale. I will click at this point, and then we can move into this point. You can use extrusion command to extrude these objects. Move into here. I will use extrusion again. Click confirm change, and then we can use extrusion. We can click OK, and then we can use scale command to scale at the face into this point. So we already created these simple 3D models. We can move these objects to the top. And for handle I will change into front view, and in here I will use 3D sketch. We can change for plan settings in here into back to front. I will use back to front, and then I will use this lens tools. I will create handle like these models. I will move to this point. These are 4 handles. Again in here. Move into this point, and then we can create cube in here. Click at this point. These are 4 handles. You can click fill polygons. Next we can use extrusion to convert into 3D models. I will change amount in here into this point 21. This is enough. Click OK. And then we can use fill polygon again. We can change into top view, and I will click at these objects. You can use the move tools. we can move into center point in here. Okay, and then you can move this object to this point. Okay, now we already create these handles. I will change into front view, and we can use the move tools again. So you can select these objects, click move tools, and we can move to the bottom here. Okay, you also can delete these models, delete, and then you can click yes to delete. Okay, now we can create for brush in the bottom. You can click here for bottom view. I will select these two objects, and then I will change opacity in here into 10. Okay, it will be changed to 10. Sorry, we change again into 30. Okay, this is for 30. In here I will use this option center objects, and then I will put in here. We can use a scale option to scale these cylinder objects. Okay, I will scale more small. Scale again in here. Okay, you can click close. Next, we can move these cylinder objects. We'll move into this point. Okay, we can use a scale again to scale this cylinder objects, make it small. Okay, next I will use move tools, and then you can press control button to copy these objects. Okay, we select again this object, cylinder objects, and use move tools. We copy it to the bottom here. Next, we select again this cylinder. We copy it to the right. And the last, we can copy these cylinder objects to the left here. You can press control button to copy these objects. Now I will select this all cylinder objects, and then you can use union, or you can use this merge objects to merge these all objects. Confirm, and then it already merged into one. Okay, you can see in here. Now I will use this object, move these objects into this point. You can copy again to the bottom here. Okay, we'll copy. You can select these two objects, copy again to here. Okay, select these 4 objects, and we copy to the bottom here. Okay, I will copy again to the bottom here. Okay, now you can select only these objects, and you can delete. Yes, and next I will select this object, and then we can use move tools again. I will copy to the left here. Okay, you can copy again to the left. The last we copy to the left here. Okay, you can select these objects in here, and then we can delete. Yes. Now we can copy for these 2 objects. Okay, I will use move tools, and then we copy into a left point in here. Okay, I will move this object to this point. Okay, you can click bottom again, bottom view. Now we can select these objects. Okay, you can press right click, hold, and then select these all objects. Next, you can use move tools. We can copy to the left here, to the right, copy again in here. So we copy one by one these objects. Okay, and the last I will select these all objects. We can combine into one by using this merge object, but first we need to delete these 2 objects. Okay, you can select these 4 objects, and you can delete. Yes, next you can select these all objects. Okay, change again into bottom view. Select these all objects, and then we can use merge objects to combine into one. Now you can use mirror tools. You can click here mirrors, and then I will mirrors in rack view. Okay, this is for rack view. apply, and then we can use a move tool to move these objects. Okay, I will move to the right here a bit, okay, to this point, close. Now we can orbit these 3D models, and I will select these all objects. Okay, these objects you can use scale tools to scale, and I will click at this green axis. You can move to the bottom here. Okay, this is enough, and then I will use move tools to move these objects to the top here. You can change into this front view. Okay, I will move to the bottom a bit, and then you can close. Okay, now we can select these all objects, and then you can use a merge tool, combine into one. Okay, we waiting for processing to merge. Okay, now we already create this simple 3D brush. You can click this for 3D printing, and this for the models. Now you can use a slice command to slice. Okay, we waiting for slicing these 3D models until full for this bar loadings. Okay, enough today for Selfcad 3D modeling basic tutorial how to create a simple brush. If you have any question about this tutorial, you can comment below this video.